permission from all of you to record this session. I'm putting it on record also.
You're
and
welcome.
your family.
Welcome, Valli. Welcome.
Thank you.
So thank you all for organizing this, lovely virtual event. And I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. Yeah, seeing you all after a long time. That's good. Of course, recently when I go to office, I am in touch with Kala and Vidyavati and, in person. But it's good to see people in person without masks.
Can we just request everybody to come on video for a while so that we put faces to names?
Yeah.
Can people come on
Deepa,
video?
Akanksha, everybody, all of you who joined in now, can you please put your cameras on?
Yeah.
So we have two of the three members of TLC here.
Nice.
Sorry, TC here, ATC here.
So can you introduce yourselves, please, in case we don't know you? There's 16 others here.
Can I start?
Yeah, sure, please.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I'm Rishikesh Sonawane, and I currently stay in Mumbai. I actually got to work as an online volunteering in Samiksha Foundation, and my experience was really good. I mean, literally, it was very much good. After sharing, although I was getting very much honored to help such kids and serving such kids. Yeah, it was very, very much good experience. Apart from that, Mulli ma'am and Ranjani ma'am, they were very much good teachers in supporting. They were always supportive and all. It was really, really good experience for me.
Nice. Rishikesh, can we see your face, please?
Yeah, turn the camera on.
We can see the face.
We're looking forward to seeing faces without masks. Girish. Yes.
And about my professionalism, I completed my electrical engineering in 2019, and currently I'm pursuing MBA from IIT Bombay.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Great. Nice to have you, Rishikesh. It's really good. I'm Dr. Manjari.
Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Hi.
I'm Sandhya
Hi,
Sharad.
Rishikesh. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see your face, actually. We've never...
The conversations we had with you were always without the camera on.
Yeah, actually, my camera is not so good. That's why you're not able to see me properly.
So Ekta was here for a minute and then she switched off.
Oh, she's here. She's here.
I'm here. It's true.
Hi, Ekta. Lovely to see you after a very long time, actually.
It's been a very long time. It's great.
Yeah. But
Hi,
Ekta, this is Ekta Kapoor, right? And Ekta is very, very inspiring. I mean, every time I think about, what you guys do, the 1,000 Cranes, not a day goes by when we don't discuss the wonderful work that 1,000 Cranes has done for us. It's beautiful work.
I think we need to up our game. So I think, I'm looking forward.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this online. I mean, they have so many ideas and so many wonderful. Yeah, I think this potential is huge. So, but we will. We have to do it very systematically, slowly, and it's a long journey. So. Nice that we could see you. In regards to Deepa and
Asha. Yeah,
Asha too. Yeah, I have had the privilege of meeting them a couple of times.
Yes.
It's been good.
Yeah. It's great to see the team also. I don't think I've met some of them. Of course, I've met Dr. Manjari. Ranjani and I have spoken a lot.
So many conversations, but I never got to see you. Nice to see you.
Lovely.
Nice. Who else is there who wants to introduce themselves?
Sudakshana is our latest newest volunteer to join. She is from the Prestige Ferns, Priya Raghavan Prestige Ferns group.
Oh, God. Oh, nice. Okay. So I have not met Priya myself personally, although I had so many conversations with her. Vijaya has met her personally, but it is really quite something. Yeah.
So, good evening, Samiksha family. A warm welcome to all of you, especially Bhavani auntie. Always has been a mentor, counselor, guide, right from the inception of idea of Samiksha Foundation. And also my mother-in-law, Raj Bhatnagar, who is an inspirational idol for me. I remember my parents who were so happy and full of support of the work we were doing. They were very fond of Sandhya. So it's wonderful to connect with all of you after so many months, some even after a year. As you all know, we have completed 12 years, and that really calls for a huge celebration. So it seems just the other day when Bhavani Aunty, Sandhya, Vijaya, Vidyavati, and I were in Kidway Memorial Institute of Oncology on 18th June 2009 in the afternoon, distributing a cloth bag with lined notebooks and pencils, erasers, crayons to the children. The children got so excited and happy to have a class in the hospital and promised to come regularly to their classes along with their bags. So we actually suddenly got swarmed with the kids asking for the school kits. Then all hell broke loose, all line was broken, no rules followed. And I clearly remember our first learning from this episode. I'm sure Sandhya knows that very well. That always give gifts to the children in their beds. So that was our first learning from that days. So we always followed that then. So some parents of the kids were so disillusioned that they wanted money and they thought that we were doing something very useless for the children. People also told us that we would not last for more than 3 months. But here we are, braving all odds and continuing with the strong vision of Sandhya. We have not only survived but also flourished, grown, and touched so many lives. Made a difference in the lives of children, parents, volunteers, our families, and our friends, and many more. So now enough of the nostalgia. We commence our program with Saraswati Vandana, Kathak style, performed by Vidushi Barnali, our very own trustee and the founder of Shubham School of Performing Arts. Please, Rahul, can you play the video of Barnali? Oh, that was wonderful. Thanks so much, Barnali. It was so graceful and divine. a wonderful start to our celebrations. So now we'll have a virtual cake cutting ceremony. Cakes have reached both the past and present trustees and the founder. So I would request you all to kindly cut the cake at the count of 3 so that we can sing happy birthday. So where are the cakes?
Can you see the video?
Yes, Banali auntie. Where is Ranjini? Ranjini has got the cake.
Can you see my cake?
And Vijay and auntie are
get
the
mom to
past
cut the cake.
trustees. And we just count 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to us.
Happy birthday, Samiksha. Happy birthday to us. Yes, that was a better way of doing it, Pali. Yeah. Yes. And
So this is what it looks like, right?
Rahul, can you put that cake cutting photo? Okay, so this is a cake cutting photo, and auntie is there. This looks like an office. So I thought maybe it's like Kidle, some auntie's house name, but this looks like the office. Girish, can you remember when was this done? Any idea?
This was done in the office. This was done in the office 2017, I think.
2018, inauguration of our office, September.
Oh, I thought it was 17. Okay.
Okay.
Girish,
Nice.
why don't you give any old annual day celebration, something about the old annual day celebrations that you remember to have attended, something interesting?
Yeah,
Not the lungi dance place.
Girish has very fond memories.
Girish has been the most interesting part of all our gatherings.
Exactly. And Dr.
Puneet
Lingi
is also
Gowda
here.
was so fond of him, is still so fond of him.
He still asked me about 2 weeks ago. He said, like, "Hey, that person, that Girish, does he still come and does he still dance for the kids?" I said,
Yes,
Puneet is also here actually. He also joined the meeting.
Yeah, Puneet joined. Okay, so Puneet and Girish, we have got 2
"Hi,
people.
Puneet."
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Puneet.
Hi,
Oh,
good to
good,
see
good,
you.
good to see you.
Wow.
So marriage makes you younger, is it? Both of you are looking married.
No, I still remember the first time. That we met Puneet in Kidwai, and Bernali and myself went to this. We were just, it was an event. I think it was it was one of our annual day events actually, the stage, and I think you were there with your friend Chaitra, if I'm not mistaken. And you were at the back, and then Bernali tells me, "My God, have you seen how good looking this dude is?"
Nani, where are you?
And we were still we were just staring at him because, such a good looking dude standing at the back of the thing. But he had already spent so many months with the kids. Can't forget that thing.
Yeah. Wish to right
Actually,
now,
the first meeting with Puneet was with me. I had
Correct.
I
Right.
had gone and he was teaching the bachas and I went and met him first.
Right. Do you remember that, Bernali, when we were discussing this?
Oh, yeah.
This very good looking dude. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. Thank you. It's wonderful to see all of you all here without masks, and it's really wonderful. And then, of course, the smiling face of Akansha and Girish is dancing.
Yeah.
My goodness. Girish, not only that, it's not that. We remember a lot of other good things about you being with the kids. It's, it's been a
Piper.
pleasure.
Anything you want to say, Girish, Puneet? You want to?
Yeah.
So probably if there are any new volunteers, if they can speak after that, probably I will also speak.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe after the for main agenda, maybe again the volunteers can introduce themselves, and there's so many new volunteers, and yeah.
But I am devoting my time to this particular business or this particular business. For my serious.
What is this? My speech.
Sanjay,
Okay, so
Someone is talking.
Just a small request. Can we have everybody else mute themselves while the host and the concerned speaker is speaking, please?
Yeah.
I do have central control, but I just like everybody else to, just all of you to mute yourself.
Okay, Rahul, 1 second. I'll ask you for the video. Just 1 second, okay? So we will now play a short video which will reflect the pre-pandemic days when all of us used to be physically present at the learning centers. And this video has been put together by Naveen, who you all, I'm sure quite a few remember. We've gone through our learning center. Mr. Chopra uncle has taught him. And now he's working with a software company. He's literally our brand ambassador. So Rahul, now you can play the video.
And just to give you a little background to this, this was also a video that was used as a campaign video during the No Shame November campaign.
Because kids can't fight cancer alone. This video is for people who care about the children with cancer. If you do not care about the young lives, please skip this video. As a part of No Shave November campaign, we are joining hands to support kids diagnosed with cancer.
Cancer? Does it mean death?
No, absolutely not. But apart from the physical treatment struggle, do you know what the kids go through mentally? Hospital becomes their second home. They don't know why they got shifted to a new place.
Quickly, everything is changing. Yellow wedding hair starts to vanish. They are confused. They don't know what is happening to them.
They don't know why they cannot get up and go out to play in the morning sun.
Doctors and nurses are their new family members. They know the name of their chemo instead of their classmates.
If you've ever seen a kid fight cancer, it will change your life forever. Do you know the hardest part of the cancer treatment?
It is at the end, when people assume you are cured and you no longer need the help. But you're at the weakest and most devastated state.
Now the mission you had when you started the journey to kill cancer is no longer there. It's like you are a soldier at the end of the war. You need help putting back together.
Even if a child is able to complete the treatment, the child will face a lifelong battle of, what if it comes back? We need to enhance the lives of the children who have or have cancer by providing advocacy, education, emotional and financial support, and most of all, hope.
Student life is golden life. It is the period of pure joy and happiness. You must understand not all kids are fortunate to enjoy their childhood. Not all parents can afford the treatment and modern education. Can you understand their pain?
Are you thinking, how can we help these kids? The campaign's main goal is to provide educational support for the poor children and help them to race back to mainstream education they are currently missing.
Children at Samiksha are not in position to meet their teachers for educational support, spiritual support, and support through play and activities due to this pandemic. Donations will be used to help empower children suffering from cancer to continue their education and go back to school like the other kids. Small actions taken by many people can bring out a big change.
I hope we all can join hands to make a difference. Are you still finding a reason to donate?
I am no one. I have made my choice. Have you made yours? Please do share and support this campaign. Thank you for watching.
Thanks. Nice video, very effective and to the point, and it actually tells you what the child is feeling after going through the treatment. So it's very, very effective video. So now, though some of us, some in Samiksha family were not in touch because of the pandemic, the core team had to work pretty hard. The move from the physical teaching to virtual one had to happen, and a Samiksha 2.0 program was launched under, of course, the guidance of Sandhya. She'll be the best person to talk about it. Sandhya, stage is yours.
Hi. So basically, yeah, again, good to see all of you without masks. I would say celebrating change at Samiksha Foundation. That's what this today's 12th anniversary celebration is all about, celebrating change. When I read that I have to speak on the change yesterday, it seemed so appropriate at this time. Thank you, Ranjini, Manjari, for thinking of this subject. Now, to me, since just the other day, I met Vidyavati at the office after a long time. And Vijaya and myself worked on this magazine that we were going to be releasing soon with the students who worked on it. Now, the memories of the first meetings with each one of you came flooding back. It was an unfolding of some beautiful kindness, gentle spirits, enthusiastic ideas, long-lasting relationships, friendships, and all of it has changed my own life for better. Now, these visuals in my head feel like a long train journey that I started some 13 years ago, calling it now a journey of hope, if I may say so. Manjari, I would say, was the first passenger, and then Vijaya and Mum hopped on as engine drivers, I would say. And then Vidyavati came on board, and I still remember the first time that Arvind from Akshara Foundation introduced us at the gardens at Kidwai, and we thought of, teaching at Kidwai 2 days a week. But excuse me for mentioning this very candidly, but I remember we had decided on 500 rupees a month for Vidyavati to cover her expenses to come to Kidwai. Even today, when I think of this very humble meeting with this simple smiling persona, so many things changed in the ways of thinking in my mind, in my approach. The value of value itself, I questioned every day since that time. Now, all of us know how Vidya and Parvati have inspired change in thousands of children since then. And all of us know how our lives have changed since then in this journey. So as we continued, many of you came aboard, and some of you left this train. Some of you moved on, and some hopped on again. So we never had a boring moment here. Change was always welcome. And then the next big change at Samiksha came in 2012-13 when we got the ATG recognition. And then the oncologists and doctors started, noticing our sincerity, our intent, our commitment to the mission. We had a good run for 3 more years. And if you remember, all of you remember who are here, how the atmosphere at Kapoor Ward and the play area, the renewed classrooms, the library, all of it had changed for the better, right? Then the public and corporate recognition started somewhere around 2015-16, I think, at the foundation, when the Rotaries recognized us, and at conferences we got awards, we were at corporate events, we represented at FOSCON, yes, and we were also written about in the newspapers. Now, society accepted our mission and as a very important mission in pediatric cancer, a very important need, bringing many new challenges along with much joy and many more smiles as we continued our journey. So in my opinion, every change that we went through was always for the better. Then in 2017, we got the FCRA recognition. Without a hitch, it was awarded to us, and our confidence level was really boosted. 2019, when we completed 10 years, and yes, what a party that was. A party where oncologists, every one of you were present, I remember, and people didn't want to leave, even way past 11 o'clock at night when the auditorium had to be closed. People were still hanging around. So when at that time, a lot of volunteers and donors approached me and they asked me to write about our work. So the mission by many they wanted us to write about sharing our stories and narratives. So I have actually started doing this since last year, since the pandemic gave us a lot of things to write about, to think about. So today I urge you all to share whatever you remember. Whatever you remember in small, in big, small ways, share it with me as video recordings or voice recordings or write-ups, memories, anecdotes, anything that will shine in a narrative of this journey. Now, the purpose of this is not to make a coffee table book, but to help many, many others read about these stories of hope. Now, the biggest change for us and the biggest challenge for us was 2020, as all of you know. Now, as the COVID crisis came, I personally am very proud to see that we endured. We endured at Samiksha Foundation. So we continue to invest in the future of these children affected by cancer by pivoting our roles into using new beneficial technologies and methods to improve our delivery systems in remote education for them. No one is going to be left behind. And they will not be left behind. No child is going to be left behind, even at this time, COVID or cancer. And we are committed to see that. So I can say with pride that our resilience is strong and we navigated through these turbulent waters with a clear focus, knowing what our work can do and what will not work going forward also. Now with new leadership of Ranjani, Barnali and Valli, and more advice from Vijaya and Aditya also in tech, I think we can really move ahead into this new phase of transformation to Samiksha 2.0, which we call the tech to teach transformation. Ranjani and Valli will be telling you more about the sign-ups we have had with the USky digital education platform. And this will help us reach many, many, many kids who are in, at home, who are in the hospital, and who are in very difficult circumstances because of COVID and cancer. So our delivery systems might change, but our intent is the same. So here we are today, 12 years later, much wiser, much stronger, and happier for sure. So I personally am committed to the sustainability of this organization that we have built together as a happiness project, for the children. I hope that there will be many, many more like you who come aboard this train and help us navigate the challenging journey together. The destination might be very far away, but this is something that has never deterred us as a team. So again, I welcome the change. I welcome all of you. And many thanks to all of you for this wonderful journey of happiness together. I hope we can move ahead with more joy.
Yeah, thanks, Sandhya. Very, very nicely put it. You have put it so well. And you have spoken also about the journey, the stories of hope, and the journey in the prospect. So that's really nice. And I'm sure everyone is part of the journey and has made a little difference. Each of us has made a difference.
Thank you.
I think the other way is equally true, where all of us have had, Samiksha change our perspective to life and, how we look at things, like so rightly Sandhya ma'am said.
Thank you, Shobna.
Yeah, thanks, Shobna. So we'll now share a tech to teach video, which will be explained by Valli and Ranjani. Rahul, can you just put that on? This will give you a general idea about the program, what we are doing.
So like Sandhya explained, phase 2, Samiksha 2.0, looking towards technology to basically reach out to these children. The human intervention, which is basically our volunteers who are mentoring the children, and then the digital learning platform, which is our Samiksha USky platform. These are scenes actually that, from learning sessions that happened during March and April 2021 at NH, when children access the platform using the devices that were kept there for them to access, to basically help them to learn. We had 41 children who have basically been provided user logins. And also we have the Samiksha alumni from the Samiksha Learning Center at Kidwai who are basically using devices that were provided to them as part of the scholarship program. And also children who are in the class group of 6th to 10th standard. Though I must openly admit that, yes, the usage of the platform is not to the extent that we had hoped. We are soon overcoming that because it's something new even for the children. Many of the children are first generation learners. Many of the children have not really been exposed to technology of this sort. Many of them have not been exposed to even, digital learning platforms like this. So it's been a little slow start, but we are very confident that we will be there soon. Thank you to all the volunteers who are basically mentoring our children, whether it is using the digital learning platform or whether it is using different platforms, especially those who were preparing for their SSLC, PUC and second PUC exams. Unfortunately, the boards were scrapped, but the effort is still going on. We still have volunteers who are hand-holding the students, and that is, we are only looking to reach out to more number of children, both alumni of Kidwai as well as children who are undergoing treatment at NH.
So here I may just add that it is very important for us to provide the this education initiative in many languages. So we are trying to get it translated in Bengali, Hindi, Marathi, fundamentally, because we just have signed an MOU, like in the process of signing a MOU for a pilot program at Mumbai with St. Jude's Home Away from Home and St. Jude's for Life. So once we start that and it takes, it goes into fruition, I think we will need a lot of help and volunteers to help Wali and the team, translate these lessons, especially the assessment tools in these different languages. So any one of you, or if you know anybody, even a few hours a day or few hours a week, I'm not asking for a lot, maybe 2-3 hours a week, if you can help with the translation of these lessons, because right now we have them in very good shape in English. And in Kannada, there is other, work going on, but it would really, really help. Voiceovers, fundamentally voiceovers and, of the translated content. If that happens, then it will be something that we can really be, it will become a very unique platform. Very unique platform. And since we are providing it free of charge to the kids, so then tomorrow it could be any child in a hospital situation, whether they are with cancer or any other illness, any child who is not able to attend school for any reason would be able to access this, platform, which also has an assessment tool. See, that is the important, part of it. Otherwise, there is a lot of material out there in the open, but not all of them have got clear assessment tools for understanding how the child is doing and how the teachers are, handling with them. I do thank USky, for all their dedication and passionate work that they have helped us to put this together, and they're doing this work pro bono for us, which is amazing. A Telangana-based edutech platform, edutech company. Thank you to Praveen and Shanti and Jay, Apurva, Rahman, that whole team who has, put this all together. But we have a long way to go in doing it in these other languages. I think we are good with. So any help would really be welcome. We welcome volunteers, we spread the word for volunteers to at least put in a couple of hours a week. That would be great.
Yeah. Ma'am, can you please repeat that school name which is located at Mumbai?
It is not a school. It is called Home Away from Home. It is a cancer survivorship program run by St. Jude's for Life. St. Jude's is a home away from home system, but St. Jude's now has a survivorship program. So we've just signed up with them to help the alumni students who have all got affected by COVID and cancer, because they're survivors, but they are in far away remote areas of Maharashtra and mostly. And so, but we are only going to be starting a pilot program for the English medium kids, about 10 to 15 kids, to understand if this digital platform, system works for them. We will be providing them other support too, but to start with, this is it. It's called St. Jude's for Life, and the person in charge is Arun Nair and Shamika, I think, led by Usha Banerjee and
Shamika.
It's a huge step for us, and actually, once we crack this, barrier, I think we will be home. I would say that again, our impact, which has now come down to less than 100 to 300 children per year. Earlier, our impact used to be 1,500 kids a year. It will again suddenly boost up, because all kids in remote locations, through St. Jude's, because they are a huge program. They have 17 centers all over the country, and in Bombay itself there are 6 centers. If and when we get this, translations done and this platform available in other languages, it will be a wonderful bridge school. Hi Maradi, hi Sandhya, how are you? Good to see you.
Sandhya, last year around this time, Rishikesh helped us put across the curriculum of Maharashtra, and he told us what all to be included in the Samiksha curriculum, from the Maharashtra thing. That's why he's more inclined towards hearing the entire thing. So somewhere I think Rishikesh will be able to help us a wee bit on the Marathi translations.
Excellent, Rishikesh. Excellent.
I love to.
Yeah, Marathi volunteers are very much required for this, because since we are dealing with that belt, but it'll be really, Rishikesh, that'll be very nice if you can get some of your friends who know Marathi and then can help us together.
Yeah, you can initiate a conversation with us. I'm anytime open to a call, Rishikesh. We can talk about it, and we can, set a direction. As I said, focus is to be there, set a direction, and then we can take it forward, basically. Yeah, great. That's good to know.
Thanks, Wali. Thanks, Sandhya. Now coming to Prem. Prem is a quite diligent volunteer who has managed our NH Center and also helping children with funds for their procedures. So he's put together a video which we'll share with all of you. So he is the main person behind the NH Center. Rahul, please play his video.
Yeah, one second.
Hello, Prem.
Prem?
Where is Prem? Yeah, at least you can see his face. Prem.
All right.
Hey, hello everyone. This is Prem. I'm a volunteer at Samiksha Foundation for a couple of years. My first day was spent as a volunteer in the Majumdar Shah unit of Narayana Hridayalaya, and since then I never looked back. Little did I know that this would result in changing not only my life but of many others. Before I joined this wonderful foundation, I often worked at the back-end aspect of medical care in social work. But Samiksha and its kids brought me into the front lines of medical care and, most importantly, education. The children of Samiksha have succeeded in teaching me a new language, Kannada. I was new in Bangalore and I did not know a word in the language. I didn't even know how to talk to children. And now I interact in the same language with ease. I take immense pleasure in saying that I have learned more from children than what I've taught them. I knew nobody in Bangalore 2 years ago, but Samiksha Foundation introduced me to a network of kind donors, some of whom are now good friends of mine. The goal of the financial and educational support has been achieved beyond my wildest imagination. The recent changes due to the global pandemic has proved to be a paradigm shift in all our lives. I'd just like to take this opportunity to say that nothing is lost. Things have changed, and change, as we know, is good. I believe strongly that we will be able to positively influence children's life in hospitals, regardless of the changes. I'm forever grateful for the work-life satisfaction I have from Samiksha Foundation. Thank you.
Wonderful video, Prems, and your work is commendable. You have been doing, and even for COVID people, you have really worked hard, providing oxygen cylinders to taking them to the hospitals and all. I have been in touch with you, and I really know what you have gone through emotionally as well. So that was very, very tough. Now, Vijaya, as you all know, is our backbone. Whenever required, she is there to help and guide us. I would request her to please share her views.
Thank you, Manjari. Before I share a few thoughts, my mother would like to say a few words.
Yeah. No, I was on 19th June, 1998.
2009.
2009. I was so glad to inaugurate this Samiksha Foundation. And I did not expect it to, and it has grown up so much. Not one or two, but it's grown so much with so many children and all that. And earlier I used to go there to see also. But now because of my health, I don't go. But it's come up like anything with hard work of all of you. All the volunteers plus Manjari and everybody, they worked so hard. Even last night, Vijayanan was sitting and doing something. Sandhya and Vijayanan, I always tell Sandhya, what are you doing still like that? She said, no, Samiksha work. So it was really, and I can never forget, because after inauguration, I left for US on the 18th evening. So
right.
I always remember.
Mm.
And another thing was that day was my son's wedding anniversary was also. So even today I remember all those things.
Yeah, right. And thank you so much, Auntie, for your blessings. I know you're always there for us. We really, your hand is on our head. It really seems like that. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mom, because we draw a lot of strength from her, and I still remember all the time in every single event at Kidwai.
Always ask
she has attended.
What did you do? What did you do in Samiksha today? What did you
even NH? She's attended even NH.
So you have attended every single function of Samiksha with the wheelchair, with the walker. So, it gives us a lot of strength and a lot of comfort, to have, your blessings there. For that matter, the elders, and I'm missing Chopra uncle, today. I was hoping he could come, online. And he, wished us this morning. And of course, Manjari's mother also was there at every single annual dinner, that lunch we used to have.
Yeah.
So we are missing that, but I'm hoping one day we could all meet and go back to having our twice in a year lunches that we used to meet at. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And 4th, 2019, I think we had the last one here. Yeah.
Oh, that was 2 years now. Right.
Anyway.
But Chopra uncle does send his blessings, his regards, and Dr. Bhatt too called and said he was very happy with the 12th year annual report, and he sends his regards to the whole team, which is really quite something.
Good. So
thank you all.
Vijaya, I think you can have.
So good evening, Samiksha. Congratulations.
Can't see you totally, Vijaya. Can you just
come a little forward and
all right.
Yeah.
So good evening, Team Samiksha, and congratulations again on the 12th year annual day, which is another milestone and a new dawn. The last 2 years, I think Samiksha has seen robust growth and adaptability in the new expertise for the foundation with Samiksha 2.0. This is addressing very proactively the complexity of education in emergency situations, and implementing tech to teach has really worked wonderfully. It's a good start. I was reading an article recently in the Journal of Learning and Development, which is a paper on continuity education in emergencies and conflict situations. Where it said something, education is not only a right, but in situations of emergencies, chronic crisis, and early reconstruction, it provides physical, psychological, and cognitive protection, and is life-saving and life-sustaining. The fact that without a break, Samiksha has managed to continue this despite all the hardships is in itself an endorsement, and I think it's tremendous depth and thought of the teams that are working on it. So this paper by Charlotte Creed and Louise Morpath also uses the word open distance education, flexible learning. Now, this is a practice which already Samiksha has been doing. The reasons I'm reiterating is this based on the subject, the team, what way forward. Okay. Sorry, let me read that correctly, what Manjari has put as what I need to speak on. 1 second, sorry. Anyway, so in terms of what the team needs to do, I think you do what you do best. Tech to teach adaptation, retaining the human touch. And that, I think, is the differentiator between a lot of people who are in the space of education to the way Samiksha approaches education. In addition, there's a lot more thought required for advanced planning to identify new students and their needs. Also raising the quality of a formal and informal for to use more ready-made resource, education resources, I think will be very, very critical. Also important is to explore the possibility of certification for the Samiksha program. I don't know if this is possible, but it would make sense eventually, because having gone through in whatever way, if online is going to be the way education is going to progress, then certifying it in a way adds greater value and will itself be a very big recognition if feasible. Also raising the quality of informal and formal education, so the transition to help increase percentage in marks. I know education is challenging as enough for children with cancer, and studying for their 12th and 10th boards, etc. is a challenge. But if you look at the dynamic of it, the bar has to be raised a bit better. While all the support happens, if ways and means are possible for them to get better marks or to identify problems that they face to increase that percentage. See, ultimately they have to get competitive. There is no denying that fact. And they don't have the luxury of choosing, this is the career I will do or that. For them, it has to be education, job-oriented courses, and a future. So that is something they need to be, counseled or better resources to get them to increase percentages of marks. Also, if possible, we need to explore internship for students in 10th and 12th and vocational training. This is also very much in line with the current education policy, where students who are done 12th and 10th and 12th, even with lesser percentages, are not forced into a mainstream where they have no aptitude for. If they have options or job availabilities in vocational training, they should be counseled to explore it in some ways without the necessary urge to join mainstream and get into the competitive rat race where their survival is anyway in question. I would also suggest IT education be introduced in some ways as a practical education. For instance, all the children are using tablets and mobiles, but they use it for studying. Can they understand it as a tool? Can they understand the software, the application process beyond what they use? This opens up different career opportunities for them, giving them a head start already, because they will otherwise have to get into a computer science or a this or a that program to get it better. Now, these devices are being provided to them. If they understood the basics of how it functions, what else can it be used? I think it applies them productively in terms of what they can see to better. And they would need to, going forward, understand these devices any which way. I also feel we need to have communication strategy guidelines more clearly. And this is something I have some thoughts on. I can discuss it in detail more later. And training and for teachers and the team. See, we're all going to get into tech in a very big way into adaptation. So a lot of this will come more actively. And while some of us are challenged, personally, I agree, I am very much. Nevertheless, for the new, it just, my mind doesn't work like that at all. In many ways, it's very, at Sunday I would know it's very craft oriented. Okay, so, but going forward, I think it would make a huge difference primarily. More seriously on what is possible, basically. Now, distance education using tech will continue to be parallel along with the classroom. So to be able to bridge the two is a thought primarily. So even if you had children who came to hospitals for treatment, the plan of Samiksha to ensure that nobody is left out, which means you need to reach out to those who've gone post-treatment back to their homes, and you need to continue with your students who are in the hospitals. So you have to be able to bridge the two in some way, and which is why I'm saying going forward, if you had a certification option, it would in some ways add greater value or recognition, endorsement for the whole thing. Now, the team Samiksha, frankly, is already in the path to implementing ideas and thoughts to work to continue and sustain its mission through the robust thinking and the problem-solving mindset of the core team. So with their guidance, I'm sure that many more milestones will be achieved, and the years ahead will define more stars in its own team. So congratulations once again.
Come on, no problem.
Oh, thanks so much, Vijaya. And the way you have put it, it's really good. And your pointers on certification and vocational training, I think we should all put it together and work on this. And you really have a unique and comprehensive style of putting things across, and a flair for language and writing. It's very well done. Thanks, Vijaya.
Thank you.
So
thank you. Yeah.
So
thank you.
Now the students of Malia Aditi International School, in collaboration with Samiksha Foundation, have put together a magazine called the Happiness Project. Rahul, could you please show the video so we can virtually launch this magazine? It's a very nicely done magazine, and I would request you all to go through it and get the gist of the work going.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So
This is
the Happiness Project, and it's all about Samiksha, the people, the team, and what they are doing.
Yeah, I invited Meera on this group, and Meera said she will join. I hope she's here. Meera, are you here? No.
No, I don't think so. Yep.
So this is a lovely, wonderful magazine. Nicely put, Ranjini, very nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Vijaya and myself are still, at the final stages of getting this thing together, this magazine, up, and this edits and, finalizing it basically. So in the meantime, actually, I wanted to mention that, Swamiji, who joined us, today, I hope she's still there. Are you still here, Swamiji? In fact, on 2009, June 18th, she was the one who came and she started this whole program with an Om and, a small little prayer. And then there was storytelling by Chibani of Hippocampus. Yeah, so Swamiji is always for the first, I would say, 8 years or so, she has been a great strength for us. And I really wanted to appreciate, her presence.
Love the way she used to call the children, Bunny, Bunny, Yoga Madi. She used to sing the song.
Yeah,
It's a very nice way of bringing the children out from their beds.
Lot of learning Swamiji will never forget. And the most wonderful thing is this creative visualization program which she introduced, which you introduced for us. And I think, and someday I hope that it really becomes an important, essential, and it is actually followed in all the hospital environments, because it's just an amazing program. This whole yoga meditation with art, creative visualizations, so unique. So amazing. I personally have so many stories to say, because in the initial stages we used to work together on it. And then she moved to Gokarna. It was a big void for us, Swamiji. I wish that someday we can fill this void with good yoga teachers. And towards that we are trying to train people. But we're still not there yet with that. Yeah, because we are convinced that this is one of the best programs that has been developed at Samiksha. And very, very effective for the children. Very beautiful program. So thank you for that. I hope at some point we can, restart that thing under your mentorship, the program.
Well, we're having a program on Sunday, starting on Sunday, educating, introducing it to the volunteers. So it's still going on. And thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure to be part of Samiksha, and really wonderful to be here today and see everything that's going on. I really feel moved and touched.
Yeah. The last time we saw you was in the 10th, when we celebrated our 10th anniversary. You were there with us, yeah.
Yes. But we know that at the back, we have your, mentorship and your blessings. So that gives us a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Gives us a lot of strength.
And gives me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here today.
It was such a pleasure, really, to see everything. Oh, I'm really blown away.
Now I think we'll just open the forum for people who want to talk, like Girish, Shobana, anyone want to say some experiences about. Yeah.
One thing, before we leave, I would like everyone's video to come on so that we can get a good picture of all the people who have been on the call, in case anyone decides to leave. So please, can we do that? And can we have...
No leaving yet, please. Yeah.
No, but we want a good picture, right? Rahul, you can do that, right? A good screenshot. Yeah. And introducing Rahul, he's just, come on board. Welcome to the team as an admin support person, and also I'm hoping you will do multiple things like tech support and all that. But yeah, he just started, so today is his first event that he's come, and welcome.
Looking forward to be more involved.
What is this, Prem?
Prem is on the bike. Prem, he's outside, so he's just trying to. There he is.
Yeah, okay. So he's showing his face for the photo.
Okay, he stepped out so quickly.
Yeah. So where is our photographer? Rahul, are you capturing the...
Yes, I've captured it. Yes,
there are 17 others here.
We had 28 at one point.
Akansha.
Everybody was there.
Where is everybody? Puneet.
Akansha
is there.
Sandhya Maradi was there. Swamiji was there.
Teachers, Parvati, Vidyavati, do you think you can switch on the videos?
Yeah.
Kala
again, I think Sandhya, you have to introduce, though many wouldn't have seen her. Where is Kala? She has been with us for a year now, but
Kala has also been having side effects like me to the vaccination. She's done
She's had a vaccination.
The latest member to our team is Rahul.
He just joined us 2 days back, but he's been so helpful today in presenting the video.
Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. Yeah, Kala has been great with accounts.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Kala has been great with accounts. She's put up quite a few things. Oh, there she is. Thank you so much, Kala.
Yes.
Good to see you.
And where is Kala? I can't see her.
Even I can't see her.
Oh, I think her the backlight is too bright for her, so that's why you're not able to see her.
No, it is like in the online classes. Common for the attendance.
No, well, the purpose of this is just to get a quick shot. It's really wonderful if you can get a quick photograph. And,
Yes, would it be possible to get everyone together?
Yeah, nice, Bernali. Nice seeing you. There's Kala. Nice, welcome, Kala. Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. And Kala has been a huge resource for us with accounts, and she's really taken a lot of load off our shoulders for this in this whole accounting thing. She brings her expertise there, and also joining with all the training for teaching, etc., and helping out, with a few of those training sessions. That's getting trained herself. Teaching the higher class kids. That's wonderful.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Banali, lovely to see you. Yes, as always. I know, and it's wonderful to, all the best for your programs coming up. And
thank you.
Yeah, as I said, the new drivers of this train are you and Ranjini and Valli. So, looking forward to, great journeys ahead. There's Puneet.
Yes.
Yes.
Puneet, thank you for joining.
Puneet, show your face. We want a picture quickly. When it's all good, Rahul, please say yes, this is good. We'll take a picture.
Yeah. Oh, he's in places. That's nice. Puneet is
there you go. There's Puneet.
Yeah, Puneet, anything you want to say, or Girish? Girish has something to share.
Yeah, definitely. After the picture shoot is over.
After the picture shoot is over.
That reminds me, we had an actress and an actor. No, two. Ramya also came in. And there was the other actress, now I forget her name, which she was, again, you wanted to
Sanjana or somebody.
Sanjana.
No. I forget her name now. Yeah. So there were two, and of course, then we had Mukesh Rishi earlier. So
Mukesh Rishi, yes.
So now the photo shoot is over. I think Girish, you can.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I hope that, to put it very lightly, I hope that you guys are done with your honeymoon so you can come back to spend like 3 to 4 hours, a week on Samiksha a little bit. We can do with, your strong support and strong help. Yeah.
Puneet has been more.
And bring your spouses along, so that will be better.
Puneet's spouse has already joined together.
Yeah.
No, that is not something I will force, but yes, but at least we know you. Yeah, once in a while. See, we need some. We too many women here. We're women-heavy group. We were proud to have you guys over, so we need some balance there. Actually, we need some male power. Into this team. Yeah.
We need to plan the next gathering, Samiksha lunch.
We'll plan the next gathering. Yeah. Next gathering, hopefully in Gokarna, it's under Swamiji's shelter.
Let's do it in Bangalore.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful. I know. Let's hope for the best. So are we signing? If we are signing off now, we sign off with a good prayer that this hard time passes and give us strength to continue what we are doing, and we do impact a lot more children. Because although our impact numbers have come down hugely, I'm thinking and hoping we will we will upskill ourselves, and all the time that we have spent doing this technical upskilling and training and all that will take us, far in improving the delivery to the children, and opening many more learning centers, even remotely. Also, I hope the St. Jude's thing happens, so then we'll be able to reach almost 1,000 children. Then, and I'm sure we have a very capable team. So great to see this 12th year, celebration, and we should probably close with a small, prayer for these kids who have been affected and people who have been affected.
Sandhya, before that, I want to thank a special person, that's Aditya, for always being there, solving all our problems remotely from US. Whatever time of day or night it is, he's always there. And he's instrumental in taking the whole tech part forward. So a very, very thank you to Aditya. I hope you have recorded that, Vali. And thanks to the God team and the families. So families play a great part and supporting us and helping us grow and continue making the change and difference in the life of the children. So these are some people I really wanted to thank. And if I mention, they are all there with Sandhya, Ranjani, Barnali, Vijaya, Valli, Amritkala, Vidyavati, Parvati, Prem. We've been really together and supported us through the pandemic.
So, I second that.
Manjari, we also say a big thank you to you.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've always said, and I firmly believe, is the difference with Samiksha is a human touch. And that applies to how the teachers and everybody who teaches the children are involved with the children. And it also applies to the way the team interaction and team dynamics work. So that really is extremely critical, and it's very positive. And that really is the strength which will go and take things forward more smoothly. Yeah.
Right.
And Sandhya, frankly, I think the reduced numbers, one should not be in any worry about it, because I think it's more a dynamic of situation. So it's not too much focus on it is better. But having said that, the outreach helps, the tech to teach will help more to reach out for more, But the transition time was there, so it worked for the better. So congratulations once again, everybody, and a big clap to all of you.
Yeah, clap for us.
I know. We hope
we do that.
With your better halves. We don't.
Yeah,
my mom is keen on hosting a reception for both of you, so do let us know when it's possible.
Yeah. So
Puneet has raised his hand. He wants to speak.
Puneet wants to say something.
Okay, Puneet, stage is all yours.
No, yeah. So I know it's been quite a few months that I'm actively part of this organization. I was just recollecting the first time that I came there and my interaction with the kids and all that. It was, I was going through some, I had applied for army and I had not got it. So I was so depressed in life. That's when I came across Samiksha. I want to do something for the kids, but this experience just elevated me. And more than the children, I learned a lot from the children. Even now, I cherish those moments, them playing chess with them and having, teaching them math and, the fun things. It was so memorable. Even now, if I can, I would like to relive those moments. It feels like that. It's just been like few years. Unfortunately, some kids are there, some kids have passed away, but the experience is what we take forward in life. And I'm really thankful, at least I came across and met those kids and they have taught me something in return, more than me teaching them. Yeah.
Yeah, we look forward to those chess sessions, Puneet. Remember those competitive chess that you used to have, and all of them are busy with boards. And we once discussed that we are going to buy some 12 chess boards, and we had all that plan in mind, right? I hope
one of the best moments was when I used to teach chess to the children. And the most happiest moment was when I taught them chess and I played against them and they defeated me.
Oh, okay.
In just a matter of 1 month, and I was so happy that they learned it so fast and they were able to think. So the small things are really.
Yeah, so this is what I was actually requesting all of you all to share, small anecdotes, small things, because I'm literally documenting them, and many of the stories of the work that Swamiji and myself and Manjari and myself had done in the earlier days. We had I had fortunately documented quite a bit of it. So it feels so good, to remember those stories, little things when the kids come and then, tell you that, oh, you haven't combed your hair today, I remember. And they didn't have any hair themselves, so they would still comment on, those sort of things. And the time when when these kids wanted to do math in spite of that Ivy, thing, we would try to leave the place and go, but the kids would still come and say, "No, auntie, you hope better," and give us more homework or give us something, and they literally hold, our hands and pull us in, and those sort of things, and they sit on the floor and teach them, and it's just so much, so much there. And the one incident, I remember very clearly with Suresh, the magic person. I hope I'm not extending this call too much. It wasn't meant to be, but the reason I'm saying this is, please share any anecdotes, anything that you remember. It would be so nice to put it down, because today it's about these kids. Tomorrow, it will help a lot other parents and children to read these stories of hope, right, and joy. It's for that purpose that I'm just trying to bring it all together, and it is coming up beautifully. So I hope that all of you will share. Yeah. I have so much to talk about. So if I start, I will not stop. So better to stop now.
Just I will add 2 points. So first thing is, like each time I meet, probably there's so much thing to tell. But see, when Samiksha started, there is no reference point. See, like you tell, build an elephant, you can see an elephant and build. But Samiksha was the first thing which I saw. Like it was very initiative, because I came to know these kids will write the exams and go further. So that was the best thing. Like, and the next point is being householders. Like you people put your effort, right? So that actually inspired me more. So the first day I came, then I decided to do something different. So like probably I keep telling Bernali and you people also, like you people inspire, like being a householder, doing the household jobs, coming there and giving that what do you say, quality time, that is all required there. So that was very much inspiring, like which I take from the start, from being there. So like many times also, like as Puneet came in, Akanksha, many volunteers actually, Parvati madam, Vidya madam, like no need to say, like they need a special mention there always. So once the kids, right, so like Sundays sometimes I should visit them to see like what they do. So then I got to realize like they need to talk. Then like I used to discuss with Sandhya also, see this is the thing. So gradually like they gain the confidence themselves. So that was the best thing. So no doubt you teach, actually you get back more than what you teach, like as Puneet was also telling. So like my Saturdays like usually used to start there only. So like the parents would tell, sir, Saturday means they will get ready and come and wait for you. So like that was more of a ritual. So like I keep telling, right, it is like a temple where I visit and I'm regular. It is not that to go to a regular.
No, you can Saturday. Yeah.
So like I would like it became so mandatory for me that okay, 10:30 I should be there. Like so like Sandhya ma'am was telling, so many kids would have the IV injected, but still they would come limping, like though the doctors told not to come, they would still come. So that inspired many of us like to do what you people are doing.
Oh, the kids would take the syringe out and then they would go dance with Girish and then go back and put back the thing and sit again.
That was on the annual day. They actually did that.
Yes.
When the performance time was there, they pulled it out. They went, did their performance, and then they came back.
Yeah. Actually, so that also there's no reference. So like these kids are naughty, right? They will not listen to us. So the best thing you can make them is dance and make them tired. So after that, they're going to continue.
Yeah, but in this respect, this is the old Kidwai times. It was quite a sad moment when Vidyavati, Parvati, and us. That was on March 27th. We remember. Was it 2020 when we were asked to vacate? And we spent that. So instead of waiting for a long time, we just the whole day from morning to evening they cleared the place, which was, I guess everything is for good, but so it took a long time for us, as you said, Vidyavati and us and all, to understand that we are not going to be going to Kidwai anymore in a long time, because of the pandemic. So I hope that will change. But having said that, let me tell you that things have improved for a lot at NH, because our NH center, which Prem runs and Vali and others we've started, it is far more organized. Girish, that for me is a pointer that the oncologists in the city are recognizing the need for this kind of work, because Dr. Bhatt himself and Ria and all, the psycho-oncologist is appointed. The environment there for learning is far superior to the environment we had in Kidwai in terms of, being able to do lot of productive work, and the children coming in. So it's the same kids. Many of the kids here who are moved there. It's just that it's a sign that the oncologists are taking notice, and it would, so going forward it would be easier and easier for us to do, to step in and help in hospital wards. I hope at some point that hospital schools become mandatory in the city, as it was in Kidwai. The teething period for us at Kidwai, for Manjari and me, was over 6 years. It took such a long time for us to be able to gain that confidence and tell the people that we were there for sincerely there. We were there for a good reason, and to convince them that yoga is needed, to convince them that they need to study, they need to come to learn. That process, that teething period, gestation period, was much shorter in NH. And to be very frank, in Shankara, it is like they are calling us every day that come and start a center there. So I think we have evolved a lot since the time that we started in Kidwai. And it's great.
Naveen wants to say something.
So Swamiji, in the meantime, do you want to add a few thoughts on this?
Well, I just realized that you've got 2 new centers, and I didn't know that. And I think it's fantastic. Really, congratulations. It's really wonderful. And yeah, I don't know, I feel so happy about it. And you were talking about, anecdote. I told you about that anecdote about the, how we got the children to come to the yoga, right? And did I sing that song for you? The time to be happy is now.
Yes, right.
Yeah, that's also a very good one. So yeah, I'm very honored that we're having another little training program starting on Sunday.
Right.
So the
Yes.
volunteers or the teachers will go through the yogas, asanas, pranayams, visualizations, art. Maybe we'll do a few kirtans. I don't know. Are they still singing kirtan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because that's
yes,
also
it's true.
easy to do online,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I was really interested about what Vijay was saying about, the change of education online, because we have a play school here in Gokarna. And now the beginning of the next term, and the kids are not allowed to come to school. So we've been trying to figure out how to teach them online. And we were thinking of having a combination of 2 or 3 really good apps that they have to work on, and then coming occasionally for tuition. And then when I saw that video that someone had made, and they had so much equipment there, and I thought, yeah, we could start a lending library for books and toys, so that when the kids come in for tuition to see how they're going on the apps and updating, they could borrow a toy and a book for a week and then come back. So if you've got any ideas, Vijay or anyone else, about how to make a good education online. I mean, ours is only a play school, which is a preschool. But on the other hand, it's a little similar to what some of the things we were doing in Samiksha, because a lot of kind of play education. So if anyone's got any ideas, please contact me, because I think the education is changing so much. I mean, everything is changing so much, but we really need a different kind of goal, a different method, and a different attitude to education.
I think the point well noted, and I think we should look at it, because when we are creating our education program, it includes art, yoga, music, even our digital online education program includes all of these subjects. Like we had Ekta and all of them on the call earlier, right? So we have art, craft, yoga, all of it incorporated on our digital platform. Storytelling. So it's
That's
quite
very
amazing,
important.
actually.
Yeah,
It's quite wonderful. Yeah, we can talk about that. We'll keep you posted, Swamiji, on that.
Thanks.
Definitely, it can reach out to a lot more kids. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Naveen, if
Naveen,
you've
can you
sorted
hear?
your thing out, Manjari, should we then otherwise close the program?
Naveen, can we hear you now?
Nice.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
At least my voice, I'm audible now.
Yes.
Right.
Great. So I just wanted to thank you all for at least making me feel that I'm still a family person.
Of course.
Because, no, from the previous call, I think I had a lot of calls from you all, and especially Bernali. Thank you so very much. That really helped me help me move on from my past year. So thank you so very much. And my part for Samiksha was very, very minuscule, but I'm still feeling that a member of your great organization. Thank you so much.
What is minuscule, Naveen? You were providing fruits and vegetables to them every week. I mean,
Every week,
organizing it, putting it, something that they needed in terms of nutrition. And, I know other organizations are doing this, but the simple thing of giving them a fruit and a vegetable, it changed so many things during the week.
Yeah, actually, my first task was to fill in oranges to the birthday kits.
Yes.
Okay. So,
yeah, I remember we talked about it. Yeah.
So my journey started there, and I'm really thankful. It's been going on for the last 11 years, but the last 1 year is a real horrible year for everybody. So I really miss coming to Samiksha or Kidwai. I really hope I get back to track.
Yeah.
Great.
You will.
Nice.
So,
Thank you all.
So thank you all for organizing this thing. Lovely to see all of you all again. And great work. Good.
Thank you.
Gathering.
Thank you, all of you. And Sandhya, we can end with the prayer now, whatever you were suggesting. So
that is Swamiji's role. That is Swamiji's role too.
Yeah, so we can end with a little prayer now. So.
Well, sit quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed. And notice how you feel after this wonderful event. And think of all the big and little good things in our lives. Realizing how lucky and blessed we are. Mentally giving thanks to the universe for all the good things in life. Nurturing an attitude of gratitude. and we'll chant Om 3 times together, sending love and thanks to the world around. Take a deep breath in now. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat. Drop your palm. Rub your palms together until effort. Okay, place the center of the palms over your eyes. Draw in the energy generated from your palms into your eyes and brain. And gently open your eyes with a big smile on your face. Give that smile to everyone and keep it for the rest of the evening. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
We can stop recording. Yeah. Okay. Thank you all. That's a lovely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very nice
Well,
program.
yeah.
Everybody's lecture.
Oh, she's also there. Auntie's there. How nice to see her.
And all the best wishes to each and everyone.